Her leg was not feeling right. Now, shortly after, the very next day, we seen Caitlin Clark take over the arena at Carver.
Related to the other injury, but practice guy better watch out. She just loves sprinting. Like, there is no way she plays in that Atlanta Dream game.
Limited in practice, so we're still very cautious in working our way back and really letting her body kind of tell her how much to do. And
there's just wrap her in bubble wrap. Like, I understand bang knees hurt. They're not, like, it's not an injury.
Is Caitlin Clark's WNBA rookie season in jeopardy? The basketball world held its breath when the Indiana Fever star was spotted limping during their recent game, raising serious concerns about her leg. Finally, Fever head coach Stephanie White has broken her silence on Clark's condition, and what she revealed might shock you. The truth about Clark's leg injury is not what fans expected, and it could change everything for the Fever's playoff hopes.
That people is definitely noticing a difference with Caitlin Clark and her mobility on the basketball court.
It is a bit of a concern. Thankfully, it doesn't look like it's related.
So what's really happening with Caitlin Clark's leg? The tension has been killing Fever fans ever since she started limping during that Sky game. Basketball Twitter went crazy with rumors, and everyone was fearing the worst. Like, imagine seeing your rookie superstar suddenly struggling to move normally on the court. That's the kind of thing that gives fans nightmares.
Trying to run it off. And again, look, she's not trying to sprint. She's going at about 60% speed there. She still looks fine.
Clark and this left leg. Now, I wish I had more information to give you guys, because everything else that's coming out is just theories.
Nothing malicious in that, but if you're looking at the rest of the practice, she's not in there. She's not in there for the rest of practice. She is standing on the sideline.
The moment Clark showed that limp, social media turned into a full-on panic zone. You had people posting slow-motion videos trying to spot exactly when she got hurt. Some fans were saying she twisted her knee. Others thought it was her ankle. The wildest theories were flying around. Some people actually thought she might be out for months. That's how serious this got. Everyone was playing doctor online while the team stayed quiet. And Coach White didn't help calm anyone down at first. When reporters asked her about Clark's condition after the game, she gave one of those super vague coach answers that basically told us nothing. You know the type. We're evaluating her condition and we'll know more soon. That's exactly the kind of response that makes fans even more nervous.
There are players that are there shooting after the session, with Caitlin Clark not doing that. So her sitting out of the rest of practice is a bit of a...
I'm here to tell you, none other than Stephanie White just gave us a very, very concerning update about Caitlin Clark's future.
The team wasn't sharing any details about what tests they were doing or what the doctors were finding. Behind the scenes, the Fever medical staff was working overtime. They were running Clark through all kinds of examinations, imaging tests, physical evaluations, the whole medical workup. The team doctors needed to figure out if this was just a minor thing or something that could mess up her entire rookie season. And all this time, fans were refreshing their feeds every 5 minutes hoping for an update. Then finally, Coach White stepped up to the mic after practice and dropped the news everyone was waiting for. And guess what? It wasn't nearly as bad as everyone thought. White revealed that Clark is just dealing with some minor leg soreness. Not a torn ligament, not a stress fracture, not any of those season-ending injuries fans were freaking out about. Just regular soreness that happens when your body is adjusting to a more intense level of play. White told reporters she's making great progress, and that's what we need just to make sure that we're super cautious and have no setbacks. That's actually huge news for Fever fans who were expecting much worse.
Apparently, she's still running. She's still running after this. This is her. Apparently, she's there running.
Look like Stephanie White has sent shockwaves throughout the Indiana Fever fan base. Guys, for this one here,
if it was right leg, we don't have anything to be worried about. If it was left leg, I don't know.
The coach explained they're being extra careful with Clark because they're thinking long term. They don't want to rush her back too fast and risk turning a small issue into a big one. The team's approach is all about prevention. They're monitoring her condition day by day, watching how she moves in practice, and checking in with her constantly about how her leg feels. White made it clear that they don't think this requires Clark to sit out for weeks. Instead, they're looking at this as a normal part of a rookie adjusting to the WNBA schedule. Think about it. Clark went from playing college ball to suddenly facing the best defenders in the world night after night. Her body is dealing with a whole different level of physical contact, more games packed into the schedule, and longer travel times between cities. That's a major adjustment for any rookie, even one as talented as Clark.
Pretty much all this week, a lot of people have been noticing Caitlin Clark kind of moving funny, running funny throughout these practice footage.
And a lot of people are saying that it's not the end of the world. I just want to see what leg it was in.
And Caitlin Clark was ruled out in the preseason game due to a left leg soreness, left leg tension, whatever it might be.
The footage from recent practices shows Clark is still getting shots up and moving around the court. She's not sitting on the sidelines with ice packs or anything dramatic like that. The team is just modifying her usual routine to avoid putting too much stress on her legs. They're doing what White called load management, basically giving her body enough time to recover between intense sessions. Clark herself hasn't been completely sidelined. She's still participating in team drills, just with some limitations. The athletic training staff is right there, watching her every move, making sure she's not pushing too hard too fast. They've scaled back certain high-impact activities and are focusing more on skills that don't put as much stress on her legs.
But people really didn't think too much of it because she was still practicing, she was still mobile, and she still looked like Caitlin Clark, especially when it comes.
Okay, it's her left leg. We're good. We're good. Thank God. Thank God we're good. We're good. If you guys don't know, it was her right.
The most important takeaway from White's update is that Clark will continue playing. They might manage her minutes more carefully for a while, but she's not expected to miss significant time. White described the situation as part of the normal rookie adjustment process rather than an actual injury concern. That's a huge relief for fans who were worried the Fever's season might be derailed. So all that panic on social media about Clark being seriously hurt, totally overblown. This is just a case of a rookie star's body getting used to the increased demands of professional basketball.
Now, I don't know if they're still doing load management with her. I don't know if she is injured, but at the end of the day, something is definitely going on.
Not good news. Not good news at all. And I'm gonna just be honest here.
She stated that Caitlin Clark is very limited, and they've been cautious with everything that has been happening with her. Now,
the team is being smart, being careful, and making sure their franchise player stays healthy for the long haul. White's announcement might not be dramatic, but it's exactly the news Fever fans needed to hear. So all that drama about Caitlin Clark's leg turned out to be way less serious than everyone thought. It's just her body getting used to the WNBA grind, the faster pace, the stronger players, the more physical games. That's a huge adjustment even for someone with her talent. Coach White said Clark is making great progress, which is exactly what Fever fans wanted to hear. Her historic rookie season isn't going to be cut short over this. Isn't it crazy how fast rumors spread these days? One limping moment on the court and social media had Clark's career practically ending. That's what happens when you're a generational talent. Everyone watches your every move.